Hey, how we doing, guys?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin?
So we left off on an incredible cliffhanger last episode.
Of course we did. Of course we were binging and ended up on a
That's what we ended up
cliffhanger.
on.
That's how it always works.
If we only would have pushed a week, you know?
Right? Yeah, that was a jaw-dropping moment, I think, for both of us. Certainly,
Yeah.
it certainly was for me and it was done so well, right? The reveal. We don't see where Abe's going. It never crosses our mind.
Misdirection.
That's where he said the misdirection was great, and we don't know until she does that he's sitting there in the audience. You know,
And it was hilarious that she just finished the set.
Yeah, someone pointed out, and we didn't say enough about how one of the commenters about how great of a performance it is.
Yeah.
For her, you know, it's hard for an actor to pull off stand up well, you know,
Yes.
but for an actor to pull up stand up plus everything else that was internally going along, and that with the dad sitting there,
There's a lot of layers.
and she crushed it. That was a great performance.
I really can't wait to see her blow up. Obviously,
Sure.
she's had a lot of success on TV. She's going to be Lois Lane in the
Mhm.
new Superman franchise.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that she's a star on the rise.
Rachel Brosnahan.
Brosnan.
I think so. Yeah,
We're
I'm
going
trying to
to
pronounce it.
emphasize the H. Brosnan.
Right, Brosnahan.
Yeah.
But
But she's great. She's
no, she's
fantastic.
utterly fantastic.
The fact
actress.
that she can compartmentalize that many things and put it into a performance that is believable and not cheesy and not hammy, and you're like,
and
I get it.
it still feels like she's doing legitimately a good job at doing the stand up too.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a lot going on there that she had to juggle all at once.
but you're also rooting for her. And
Yeah.
she is. This isn't quite Crazy Ex-Girlfriend where you're like, no, Mitch, no.
right,
But
never, right,
But there's some scenes where you're like, Mitch, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
right.
And the fact that you're still on her side throughout all this
Mhm.
is, oh my god, it's a testament to the writing, really. And somebody pointed out on Patreon too. We were losing our minds. We're like, tell Susie where you're going. And
Right.
we're like, well, they didn't have cell phones. Susie's kind of like, doing her own thing there. How's she supposed to tell her? And I'm like, all right, that's a good point.
It is a good point, but if she was being considerate about it, I want to see her be like, at least say, oh no, I need to find Susie, or oh, I should tell Susie, or tell somebody like, hey, tell Susie. You can still have Susie not get the message,
Sure.
right? You can still like, like someone else that's there is like, tell the girl with the plunger I'm going back to New York, and they just don't ever connect, right?
Yeah.
You can still have her be considerate of Susie and still have the same outcome as far as the message not getting there.
Well, regardless, it worked out.
Right, it did.
It was part. I think it was part of the episode's misdirect.
Sure.
To kind of make you lose your focus because, like, we didn't really think Abe was going to go to the comedy club.
Never, not at any point did I think that was going to happen.
We kind of thought about it for a minute. We're like, oh, they're getting dressed up. Are they going to the club?
But as soon as they said it to where they were going to the luau thing,
and we were like, oh, never mind.
And then it's out of your head. That is just good writing right there.
So you have a lot of different moving pieces, and that goes into play with that.
Yeah, it sure does.
I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh yeah, so we both thought that when Abe said, "We're taking you back home," somebody pointed out this is their home for the next 2 months.
It's possible.
So she might be going back to the Catskills.
Right. We both, certainly I assumed that taking you home meant New York. Like, we're getting out of here kind of situation.
Yeah.
We could definitely be wrong. I don't know.
If it's the Catskills, I don't think Abe tells Rose. I don't think he tells her for a while.
I don't know how he does.
I don't know how he doesn't either. That's the thing.
Right. I feel like this has to be one of those kind of movie cliche, like you tell her, I will kind of things.
It's a real dilemma for Abe.
Yeah.
And I think it's better dramatic tension if he does not tell his wife, just because they built so much trust while they're in France.
Right.
It's interesting if he doesn't tell her this too, because it's really like, it's his daughter versus his wife. Who does he choose?
And in that regard, I think it's Midge's moral responsibility now to tell her mom, because now she has put her. I mean, in that episode, or no, sorry, not that episode. It was earlier. Sorry, I'm thinking about where I was editing. We've had the moment where she's like, I'm thinking about getting back together with Joel right at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
and Abe blows up like, you have obliterated, you've nuked all of our lives because you wouldn't get back together with him, and now that everything's in ruins, okay, now I'll get back with him
when he's standing on his
base. Exactly.
Moment,
it was great. It was really, really well executed, and I feel like we're there now again, right?
Yeah.
Midge, I know it's uncomfortable, but the right thing for you to do, rather than blow your parents' marriage up again potentially, is come clean. And
I think he'll say that. I think he will be like, "This is on you. You need to
do it, right? I'm not keeping this secret from my wife. It's not fair of me to keep this secret. Yeah, exactly.
Remember we went to France?
Right. Don't put your parents through that at this point. It's one thing if they both are unified in not knowing. right? That's fine, whatever. But just one of them knowing and one of them it's a secret from is pretty gross.
Big picture too. It's like, don't do that to Rose.
Right.
Rose does not deserve.
She doesn't. That's the other thing is the all the other stuff that she's been kept in the dark about leading up to this has made her feel unloved, ostracized, and not part of her own family.
And you feel for the lady
completely.
Like she's going to this weird crystal ball, psychic,
because she doesn't have anyone to turn to. Yeah,
all of her friends suck. All she has to do is be catty in the nail salon. You know what I mean? That's really all we've seen of her in the first season. And this season, we learned that she's a really cool person.
Yeah, she's getting it. She's getting it back, right? Abe has helped her. The trip to Paris has helped her. Abe's been more on her side.
Her auditing the art class,
right? Exactly. And now we don't need Midge kind of throwing a hand grenade and everything by just not saying something she doesn't want to say. You know what I mean?
The double life is cool.
It is cool. It's a lot of fun, and it's dramatically really cool storytelling.
But it's time to tell.
I mean, we that's that's why people like Superman, right? Yeah. you've got the double life going on.
Yeah.
The superhero, double standard or a double identity is a good time.
It is.
But this is more supposed to be true to life, and
it's time.
Right.
We're halfway through season 2. Tell her.
Important human relationships are at stake by not telling her.
Yeah.
All right.
But we're going to get hopping into this episode here, guys.
Yeah.
If you are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you'd mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below. And while you're at it, mind hitting the subscribe button for us. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Absolutely. If you'd like to see a full reaction to this and everything else we've watched or currently watching, check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. If you'd like to see the next 3 or 4 episodes, kind of depending on when you catch this, of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, they're already over there on Patreon. We binged to get ahead as a thank you to our Patreon subscribers. So if you want to get up to where they are and think and watch along with us for full episodes, that is a good way to go. We're also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive right now.
Hilarious.
We're at 2 episodes deep, but it's a great time. But yeah. If you'd have to sync and watch along with us on your own device. We can't show any of the content itself, just our beautiful mugs. So you'll need to watch along with us. You'll need to sync along with us on Amazon Plus. Obviously, is where you're going to find the show.
Watch Rachel Brosnahan on Amazon. The episode's called "Let's Face the Music and Dance." So
hopefully that means she tells her mom. I would feel a lot better about Midge if she just says, "For my dad, I'm going to fess up to my mom."
Me too.
I bet he doesn't even know what to do here. He looks. I wouldn't either. I'd be speechless too. Yeah, I get it.
I've done that before.
Me too. You're agitated.
Sit down. Yeah, and that's not enough.
You don't know what to say, but you're so agitated that you just can't sit still. Yeah, for sure.
You should go.
I respect the fact that Susie waited for her to tell her it was okay to leave before she did. She was there for her.
She's a good friend.
Clear all channels. Quarter-hour report.
They think she's dead because she didn't show up with her plunger somewhere.
That's so funny.
Hey, guys.
Susie! We found her! Hey, everyone, we found Susie!
They found her.
Fran Zimmerman knocked over a can of Sterno and lit her grass skirt on fire. It took 9 coconuts to put her out.
Okay, that's funny, but she has no idea what drama is.
I know. Is Abe going to show up and be silent?
Sit down, Abe.
Papa, do you want to sit here?
Oh.
I'm going to sit over here.
All right, compartmentalize, Abe. Don't take it out on everybody. Yeah.
No one here wants to go bowling.
I'm missing something.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Many things have happened since.
Oh my God.
Suns have risen. Many have set.
I'm like dying here. Like
This is such a great performance around the table here.
I know.
Porch.
Tell the table. Just tell them.
Porch.
I think she should tell everyone right then.
Yeah.
I'm doing stand-up.
He saw it. It was crude.
Lysergic acid. That's a drug that makes you hallucinate.
At least they're talking about it finally.
Yeah. After this, they need to go grab Rose.
Yeah, they do. I wouldn't. I'd tell the whole table. You all get to know.
You want Moish to know that, though?
Yes. I just screw it. All of you need to know.
The first time we brought you here, I was carrying you.
This is very much Dirty Dancing, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
I want people to know. Mama should know it's time.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We got that one wrong.
We did. We were totally wrong on this.
Well, I can't keep falling behind and playing catch up on your life, Miriam.
That's
I
life.
need some control over this.
So what do you want me to do?
That's the wrong.
That's the wrong way, yeah.
My act's not all foul. You came on a blue night.
Miriam, you owe me. Now lay low and don't tell anyone.
We were 100% wrong. I think Abe's the one that's wrong here. I thought Miriam would be the hard one, the hard sell.
Why does he want this control? I don't understand that.
And I thought he would have learned not to keep stuff from Rose.
And I think the fact that we're starting the episode like this, there's no chance that it stays that way.
No. I think he's going to be fighting with Rose again at some point because he's setting himself up for conflict.
Miriam's going to say screw it and just tell her anyways.
Right. You want me to talk to him? I mean, we're the only two who know, right?
It won't help. He just needs time.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
Let him process.
She killed it.
Yeah. I'm liking Joel more and more this season. I really am.
He's supportive.
Yeah.
I should go. Thank you for the ice cream.
Thanks for getting the Feinbergs off me.
I should invent a spray for that.
Yeah, they should.
Joel's actually being great, isn't he?
I know.
Certainly, when we contrast Abe and Joel here.
Yeah. Do you think we're setting up a love triangle between her, him, and
I don't know. I feel like Joel is comfortable with saying we're not getting back together, and she's kind of accepted it. Maybe, but I don't know.
They look at each other longingly, though.
Right.
I don't know if it's just
true.
like a past. They have history, obviously. They're kids together.
Yeah, that's true.
Night, Susie.
Night, guys. Gonna be a hot one tomorrow. Dress accordingly.
Night, Susie.
That's amazing.
Yeah, now she's really popular there. She's not even an employee.
I love that.
The average IQ of Steiner guests will drop for a day, but we'll get by with our brute strength and street smarts.
Oh my God.
Okay, so now it's
those two. It may come out here. I hope it does.
I'll go check. I'll see you at the cottage.
It's either Susie or the kids.
Yeah, but it's Susie.
Oh, let it go, Rose. It's okay.
It's adults.
Right.
Yeah, I'm taking care of it, Stevie. Have plunger, we'll travel.
All right, well, any way I can help, please call.
Is she getting suspicious? Is the jig almost up?
I don't know how it would be if a known guest is with her.
Sure.
If she's by herself, maybe.
Yeah.
You would love working with him.
I'm sure I would.
Is he going to try to get him a job there? That's why I'm sitting here kind of leaning.
That'd be so cool.
Because he's a mathematician too.
I love this set, by the way.
Oh yeah,
this makes me want to rewatch Oppenheimer.
Because I want
It really does.
He is recruiting his son. Yep.
Abe, this is Martin Cummings with our government
I don't
liaison
know.
department, and I've asked Devlin here as a witness.
Witness?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's usually a firing.
He let me know a few weeks ago that you were pushing for him to come here, bandying his name about.
You talked to them?
He didn't have a choice, Abe. You were so vocal about it, so persistent.
Wow. Well, a little reality check there for him. Also, good for Noah.
Right?
Noah was that.
I think Abe is realizing that his children have gone off
I thought he was
away
getting
from the nest
fired.
a little. I did too.
So,
when they were bringing in a witness, I'm like, what did you do?
Yeah, your son's working the next A-bomb.
Yeah, right? I mean, he has to be, right? Something like that, yeah.
Isn't it time for the celebratory dinner? Your project was approved.
Not hungry.
Abe. This is not on Noah.
Come on. It's the government. Yeah, to be like,
Yeah,
it's the
he
government.
can't tell you. You don't have the same security clearance.
Noah just sitting there silently is hilarious, too.
Yeah.
Just being like, can't talk about it.
Yeah.
You cold?
Yeah.
No?
You look cold. You can share the blanket.
These two are much better pairing, I feel like, than her and Joel.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and Joel had some
Her
fun.
sensibility.
Yeah,
right.
sure. We don't know much about this guy, though.
It's true.
Pop!
Okay, I can see him being mad at Midge. This is unreasonable.
It's not reasonable
Yeah.
at all.
No.
And I think he's projecting a little.
It has to be, right?
But we don't know some things.
This is definitely projection.
Find out.
Nothing.
Yeah.
His own wife doesn't know.
He's basically a spy.
You're right, yeah. Because mom doesn't have security clearance either.
Yeah, like in 20 years, Elizabeth and Philip, the Americans, are going to be after him. Yeah?
Exactly.
He's a spy. You can't talk about it.
The rabbi was going to cancel when he saw it was just me, but I cried really hard, so he stayed.
God.
Well, I don't know. I can't just dial the operator and say, give me the CIA. It doesn't work that way.
Too much talking.
Why are they upset about him working for the CIA?
I don't know.
I'd be like, wow, my son's in the CIA. That's kind of cool.
I feel like for Rose, it's kind of gossipy. And for Abe, it's like I'm mad at Midge but can't say anything.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Both of who?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
That's going to fuel suspicion, and
Yeah.
she's going to be mad at you.
Right? Abe is doing everything wrong in this episode. Everything.
You just had her poke and pry at poor
Right.
Astrid, and you can't even tell her about Midge. Come
Right.
on, Abe. Come on, man.
I'll drive it back up to the cabin and grab you.
That was louder than last time. Oh, I think my heart stopped.
This is a huge car.
Okay, you can borrow my car. I'd be like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't want to scratch it.
Mush, I'm in a fine mood and having a wonderful time with my wife and my children. Please stop focusing on me and focus on the festivities.
You know, if he's in a bad mood, I'd be annoyed with somebody poking at him like that.
Especially Moish.
Right.
You'll see.
What's that tomato juice? I don't understand.
Hey, Susie! Oh, Susie's in it, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so good. The less we see of Susie here is awesome, because whenever she does show up doing random things, I'm like,
It's great.
how did that happen? You know what I mean?
Are you as funny as him?
She's funnier.
What?
She's funnier than him.
Are you?
Yes.
She is as funny as the comedian.
Yeah.
I think she's funnier.
I do too.
Started with a dance. Want to end with one?
Sure.
Oh, that's nice.
It is. I totally sympathize with Abe and where he's at with his two kids, but on some level, he needs to start to process and get over it a little bit.
It's been a day.
Just to not be openly
It's so
hostile.
petty.
Yeah,
Petty.
it is.
It is very openly hostile. The fact that both of his kids are like...
Right. He's doing both open aggression and passive aggression at the same time. It's like, bro.
Wow.
Look at the shot.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
They move away from one another and they go to their
That's pretty cool.
new partners. That's sad.
Yeah. That is a shot.
You know,
yeah.
It's life. But,
Yeah.
You know.
He said you want to end on a dance. Yeah.
I had a feeling in there.
Yeah.
Because like the episode went for a while. Dang it! You know, I really wish we would have done the binge week a week later, just because.
Not in here.
Yeah. Now I just want to keep watching. This is
Right.
This is where the binging really begins. You know,
For sure.
a lot of you guys, the last episode was your favorite. And I can see why.
Yeah.
It's just there's so much up in the air right now.
Right.
I don't like it. I need it to get resolved right away, please.
Yeah.
But we got it wrong. We got it way wrong with this episode.
Yeah. Going into it, I thought, well, the problem was going to be: is Midge going to tell her mom or put Abe in this horrible position of having the secret?
And she wants to tell her.
And she wants to tell her, and Abe's the one who said, "No, let's have this horrible
Don't
secret."
ruin the Catskills for her.
Right.
But she might be onto something because, you know, one, Abe said earlier to both of them, she was like, "What?" He's like, "Nothing." And then now, obviously, she's like, "What are you talking about?" You know?
Right.
So I think Rose is smart. She knows something's up.
Rose isn't dumb, and she's going to realize that it's more to there's something going on because he's dropping hints. His aggression at Miriam is so obvious and transparent that, I mean, Rose isn't stupid. You're right. She's going to figure. Yeah, everyone's noticing it.
She's noticing it. You know,
Right.
like, he's not a subtle guy.
No.
He can't keep a secret. I did like the little dig at the end there where he's like, "Nothing, Noah. It's a secret."
I know.
That was pretty good.
I think there's no way that his anger at Noah is legit.
It's not all Noah.
No, his anger at Noah is his anger at Midge muddied.
I think because it's a little bit at Noah, just because he wanted his son to work with him at Bell Labs.
Right. He's disappointed in that. I think he feels a little insecure that his son has better security clearance than him, which is even sillier.
It's the janitor's place.
Right. But I think the idea that Noah has this job he can't talk about and you can't handle that fact is, for someone as smart as Abe, very petty.
No, it's about control, he said it.
Right, yeah.
I should be in control. I'm the father, me.
Right.
He wanted to control both of his kids' lives. Of his kids' lives. And
he's seeing he has no control over either one of them.
Which is life, man.
Right, yeah. Welcome to everybody's worlds, right?
The chicks are out of the nest now, man. Like, they are adults, they are in the world,
Yeah.
they have children.
They're married.
Well, I guess, his son doesn't have kids yet, but you know what I mean? Like, they're out of the house.
Yeah, they've started their own families in their own ways, right?
Actual adults.
Right.
Like, they're not 18, but they're adults, man. They're in their 30s.
Right.
What do you expect? You can't control them for the rest of their lives.
If I was, I mean, you think about Noah did the right thing. He told the guys, like, "Hey, here's what my dad's doing, and obviously, I can't come work there. So
let him down easy.
We need to shut this down." So he went to them with it because that's his job.
Yeah.
But I think on some level, Noah should have said, when he's like, "Hey, come with me," he's like, "I can't go," or "Before we go, Dad, I just want you to know, you have to go specifics. I will not be taking a job at Bell Labs." Just tell him yourself, "I do not want to work there."
Maybe he thought that they would have let him down easier. I mean, the guy was pretty nice about it when he was like, "I don't think I have time for it today." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they were trying, right?
They tried. So, like, eventually you just have to have him face the music, really.
Right.
We didn't see her do comedy once this episode.
No, and she did a set, yeah.
And I get it. when there's other stuff, like, there's a lot going on. We know where she's at right now in her act. Like her act's in a very good spot.
Yeah, she probably just did her set. Yeah.
And I think interesting. Something else that's interesting is at the very end when he's like, "Are you as funny as him?" Because Abe doesn't get it.
Right.
Abe doesn't really understand. He's a different generation.
Yeah.
Doesn't understand how blue it is. And he asked her, "Are you as funny as him, Phil Foster?" And she said, "Yes." I think she's funnier personally.
I do too. At least of what we saw there, for sure.
And I think maybe, just maybe, that could be the first inkling of Abe realizing that his daughter is talented at this.
It would be nice.
It would be very nice. Because even when she's like, "I got a job," he knows that she's self-reliant. He knows that she's dependable. He knows that she can make something.
She has follow through. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess he did hit her on being wishy-washy about her marriage with Joel.
That's, you know what?
But
that's fair.
Right.
That can be fair because she was wishy-washy about it.
Yeah.
Things did blow up.
Sure.
The big thing is telling the truth here, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's like watching Three's Company, right? It's like so much of the conflict is because not everyone has all the information.
Yeah. Exactly. And I keep forgetting about the arrest. I keep forgetting that he knows about that.
Right. It's the first time he mentioned it too.
It is.
Which is why she was like, "How did you even know about that?"
Because that was like midway season 1.
Yeah, it was pretty early. Well, it was the first episode. Yeah, it was the first couple episodes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, when she gets arrested, but like when he finds out, though.
Oh, when he finds out, right? Right. Yeah, it's late in season 1. Yeah,
and they just didn't reference it again.
Nope.
So I'm glad that it's back now. Like I said, I'm very upset we can't binge this right now.
Right.
But we will get to it next week for sure.
We will. There's a lot of intrigue going on in the show right now.
So fun.
All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.